In the glittering world of Hollywood power couples, few partnerships felt as steadfast as Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. For 20 years they navigated red carpet premieres, award show triumphs, global tours and quiet family moments with a devotion that seemed unshakable. So when news broke that Kidman had filed for divorce from Urban, fans around the world were stunned. How could two people who built a life together through career highs, personal struggles and public adoration suddenly find themselves choosing separation? The announcement quickly became one of the industry's most talked about stories, leaving onlookers desperate to understand what really happened behind the scenes. According to E! News, Nicole Kidman officially submitted divorce papers in Davidson County, Tennessee, mere days after the couple's separation was confirmed. Sources characterized the decision as wholly one-sided. Despite her fierce efforts to save the marriage, Nicole concluded that ending it was the only path forward. The tone of those close to them suggests this was not a mutual drifting apart, but rather a painful choice she felt compelled to make after realizing that all attempts to bridge their growing divide had run their course. Insiders say that the couple had been living apart since the beginning of summer. Nicole remained in the family's Nashville home alongside their daughters, 17-year-old Sunday Rose and 14-year-old Faith Margaret, while Keith moved into a separate residence across town. With Urban currently on tour, his next stop being Hershey, Pennsylvania, on October 2nd, Nicole shouldered the day-to-day responsibilities at home almost entirely on her own. Reports indicate she spends over 300 days a year with their girls, reinforcing her role as the primary caretaker during this transition. The timing of the split adds a poignant note. On June 20th, the pair attended a FIFA World Cup Group D match in Nashville, appearing as joyful and affectionate as ever. Just 5 days later, Kidman posted a tender Instagram tribute to mark their 19th wedding anniversary. An image of herself curled up next to Keith as he strummed his guitar on his lap, captioned simply, "Happy anniversary, baby." In retrospect, those public displays of happiness underscore how swiftly and unexpectedly their dynamic shifted from celebration to separation. Fans took to social media in droves, expressing heartbreak, disbelief, and sympathy. One commenter wrote, "This is so sad. I know Keith's written many love songs inspired by their life together, and they were my favorite music couple." Another added, "I thought they'd stay together forever. Despite whatever happens next, I wish them both the best." More acerbic voices speculated on Urban's motives. "When women get old, men grow cold. Shame on him for not honoring his vows," read one remark, while another alleged that rumors of infidelity and a midlife crisis had driven a wedge between them. Beneath the speculation lay a common thread of empathy for Kidman, many applauding her stalwart support of Urban through his battle with alcoholism in 2007-08 and lauding her devotion to their family. From the outside, their marriage often seemed like a study in work-life balance, if such a thing exists for two globally recognized figures. Kidman's demanding film schedule has taken her to studios on multiple continents, while Urban's recording sessions, television commitments, including judging on American Idol, and concert tours keep him perpetually on the road. Yet for 2 decades they managed to carve out quiet moments together, family vacations, holiday gatherings, date nights under the radar. That they reached a point where no amount of love notes or anniversary tributes could salvage the union speaks to the complexity of maintaining emotional connection when both partners are pulled in so many directions. Legally, Tennessee's no-fault divorce statutes simplify the process for celebrity couples who choose to part without assigning blame. Analysts anticipate that Kidman and Urban will negotiate an amicable settlement covering division of assets, potential alimony and joint custody arrangements. Given Nicole's day-to-day presence with Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, she is likely to retain primary physical custody, with Keith arranging his schedule to spend meaningful time with their daughters between tour dates. Neither party has signaled an intention to wage a brutal court battle. Their history suggests they will strive for a respectful resolution that prioritizes their children's stability. Speculation about why the marriage ultimately collapsed swirls without a definitive answer. Tabloids whisper of a new woman in Urban's life, while more tempered voices point to the gradual erosion of intimacy that can follow years of constant travel and public scrutiny. Neither Kidman nor Urban has issued a personal statement, allowing legal filings and press reports to speak in their stead. Their silence fuels further curiosity, yet also reflects a shared instinct, honed over decades in the spotlight, to protect personal matters until the right moment for candid reflection arrives. Professionally, neither star appears poised to slow down. Nicole's upcoming film slate remains intact, with studios reportedly confident in her ability to lead major productions amid this personal upheaval. Urban's tour tickets continue to sell out, demonstrating that fans remain devoted to his music regardless of his real-life circumstances. However, it would be surprising if this life-altering event did not seep into their creative work. Kidman's future characters may bear traces of heartbreak, and Urban's next album could pulse with the raw emotions of love lost. Looking ahead, Both will enter a new chapter defined by co-parenting, independent paths and the challenge of redefining romance after 2 decades of shared history. For Nicole, the focus will be on raising Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret in the Nashville home where memories of family milestones linger in every room. For Keith, the road stretches before him in the form of endless venues and new songs waiting to be written. In time, they may share public reflections on what they gained, what they lost and how they rediscovered themselves. This divorce is more than a celebrity headline, it captures the universal ache of watching a cherished relationship unravel. When 2 people invest 20 years of hopes, dreams and midnight worries into a partnership, its end resonates far beyond Hollywood gossip columns. As fans and observers await the next update, one thing is certain, the story of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban will endure, painful as it may be, because it reminds us that even the strongest love can change, and sometimes the bravest choice is to let go.